Hey guys, so a lot is going on still with Jaguar Wright. She's supposed to be locked up, and still there's a lot of controversy still. You got the cousin who is talking about her. We have Goomba who is talking about her. We got Lagina and some other friends of Jaguar like Tokyo Tony asking for money so they can get her a lawyer. We got Goomba moving out from the woman's house. You remember the so-called ex-girlfriend? But let me tell you, all is fair in love and war. Because this woman used Goomba's phone to call Jaguar. You guys remember that? And she figured she was going to get the best of Jaguar and unfrazzle her and hit her below the belt and rub salt in the wound, okay? We all remember that video and the footage of her going toe-to-toe with Jaguar. While Goomba was asleep, she took his phone and made the call to Kingpin Show.
To me, that's a major violation. You do not just pick up people's phone and just go into it and make a phone call. And no telling what else she did. She probably was browsing to see numbers and addresses and girlfriends and pictures. And you know how snoopy some women can be. But it's a violation. Because remember, the phones today is not only phones, but they hold accounts of so many different personal information. Somebody can take your phone, get the PIN to your bank account, get the number to the bank account, because people keep everything on their phones these days. And they can break into that account and take your money. So to me, that was a major violation. And I think if Goomba was thinking of being with her, that was a major violation. That was a deal breaker as far as I was concerned. Because she should have asked him. And then she had the nerve to wake him up, to ambush him and tell him that Sean Devy want to talk to him. You don't wake someone out of their sleep for this type of petty nonsense. Because remember, he was catching up, with his rest from all the shenanigans that he has been dealing with Jaguar for how many days. And so I thought it was so wrong. Now I can understand why they broke up. If he wanted to get back with her, I think that alone should show him that she haven't changed. Whatever the reason is why they broke up before is still there. She's still the same conniving and evil person. For her to take his phone and call Jaguar just to curse her out and go toe-to-toe with her and then wake him up to get involved in a conversation. Very conniving. But it came out where the twins that she have, because this was a topic that was brought up, those twins that she have, she tried to pawn it off on Goomba. And Goomba's mother was wise and she got a DNA test. I guess when the kids were at the house and the mother was not around, she did it behind her back. Found out those kids were not Goomba's kids. And her explanation was she and Goomba knew it wasn't his kids, but they decided to lie to the family just for him to save face because he did not have any kids and does not have kids. And so these kids, they were going to pass the kids off as his for the family to get off his back about having kids. That's a flimsy excuse. The reason why it's so flimsy and it's wrong on all levels is because they would have had those twins believing this man is their true biological father when the mother knows he is not. And those kids would have been living a lie. So she's evil and conniving. And Jaguar was right. She ought to go look for her baby daddy.
Well, she opened up a can of worms. She opened up Pandora's box. She opened up whip-ass scream. Because when she came at Jaguar, we didn't see it in that particular video, but apparently
Sean Devy made the connection between all these people for Showdown.
He said Jaguar revealed something to that woman about her and allegedly her father, which got her so unfrazzled because she told Goomba in secret. Goomba, he figured he's married to Jaguar, and he told Jaguar. And so when Jaguar hit her below the belt with that piece of information, the woman was so unfrazzled, honey, that she told Goomba to what? Get to step in. He is no longer at this woman's house. He's back with, according to Sean Davy Ray, he went back to Jaguar's mama's house. Isn't that a pip? But he said he only went there to get his clothes. And when Jaguar heard his voice and Lagina told him, Jaguar wants to talk to you.
So apparently, Sean Davy Ray had called in to see how they were doing, the kids.
Goomba is here. She must have called that, and so Jaguar said to Goomba, welcome back home. Welcome home. And Goomba said, welcome what? I'm just here to get my clothes. I'm telling you. When is this woman going to get it that this man is gone? We saw the day of the big fight between her, this woman, the so-called ex-girlfriend, and Goomba. I don't know if you guys caught it, but Jaguar was crying. She was crying. You know, some women can't believe a man would leave them. But guess what? Just like how you can leave a man can leave you too. It's a two-way street, honey. This is not a one-way road, okay? So in any event, Mr. Goomba went there to get his clothes. Remember, he said that his computer he was going to leave behind because he didn't even want to deal with Jaguar. But since she is in the what?
The mental hospital. And I heard quite a few people like King Payne saying, well, he shouldn't have went and gotten it when Jaguar was away. He should have gotten his computer when she was there and yada, yada, yada. But let me tell you, when is a good time for him to go get his computer? Because Jaguar had laid claim to it. And if he didn't go now, and he went when she was there, it would be another big fight. So why go through that? This is the best time for him to go get his stuff. Because Jaguar would have made a big deal of the visit. She would have wanted to cuss him out and fight him. And the cops probably would have been called.
Now, word on the street is he knows all her pins so he can get into her account and spend money. That's the word on the street. I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. Because I'm going to deny I said it. I'm going to be like Larry Reid. I'm going to deny it if it ever comes up. All right? Anyway. So Tokyo Tony said, I'm telling you, everybody's seen an angle here to raise money, okay, and to make money. Tokyo Tony says, you guys can buy my skin care products, and the proceeds of the money I'm going to send towards Jaguar's attorney. Well, I'm thinking about this now. I'm saying, well, you send that money to Tokyo Tony. You send money to Tokyo Tony. We don't know how much she's going to be collecting. You know, we saw this before. We saw the okie doke before with Jaguar. But she announced she collected $6,000. And then she told Lagina she collected under $600. She only gave Lagina $500. We saw this before. How many times these people are going to fool us? How many times they're going to pull the okie doke? So, anybody sending her money, I'm going to sell them a piece of the Brooklyn Bridge. Sean Davy already put it out there. He's not sending a penny. Not 1 cent. That's what he said. So Tokyo Tony should not be looking for money from him. Now, Kingpin, on the other hand, said she's got his support. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's all I gotta say on that matter. Moving right along. So, somebody said in my comments, why is Goomba so upset with Lagina? Have you forgotten? She's the one who called the cops on him and he could have gotten arrested. Have you forgotten that? Sean Davy Bay wanted to talk to Goomba. So when Lagina stretched out her phone, to pass to him, he said, point blank, Sean got my number. He refused to even touch her phone. Can you blame him? This is the same person who called the cops on him. So for him to be cordial, I mean, he can be a grown adult and take the upper road and not be so petty. But you know what? I would have gotten an attitude too. I wouldn't have taken her phone. Oh no. No way. That after she called the cops on me and I could have gotten arrested? No way. I wouldn't have taken that phone. He did not take the phone. But let me tell you, Goomba isn't feeling it. Goomba's ex-woman told him, "You can't stay here, not after you told the secret that I told you not to ever reveal." And I don't know why people do that. When they fall out of friendship or relationship with someone, they feel as though they got to reveal their secrets. Don't do that, guys, because you don't know when you're going to have to back it up, and be friends with that person again. And then you would have ruined whatever chance you have with that person of being a friend with them ever again. So if somebody tells you a secret, don't feel as though you got to reveal it because you and that person fell out. Still maintain that secret. That's a good rule of thumb. So Goomba lost a friend because he told Jaguar something that this woman revealed to him in secret. And Jaguar, we know Jaguar, she's going to, listen, all is fair in love and war, okay? When you're warring with somebody, especially an ex-girlfriend, you pulling out all stops, honey. You're not thinking about, oh, maybe I shouldn't reveal this. Oh, no, you tell it. Even if you got to make stuff up, but this happened to be true because the woman was so mad she asked Goomba to leave. This is what Sean Davy Bay said. So somebody said in my comments, why is Goomba so upset with Lagina? Have you forgotten? She's the one who called the cops on him and he could have gotten arrested. Have you forgotten that? Sean Davy Bay wanted to talk to Goomba. So when Lagina stretched out her phone, to pass to him, he said, point blank, Sean got my number. He refused to even touch her phone. Can you blame him? This is the same person who called the cops on him. So for him to be cordial, I mean, he can be a grown adult and take the upper road and not be so petty. But you know what? I would have gotten an attitude too. I wouldn't have taken her phone. Oh no. No way. That after she called the cops on me and I could have gotten arrested? No way. I wouldn't have taken that phone. He did not take the phone. But let me tell you, Goomba isn't feeling it. Goomba's ex-woman told him, "You can't stay here, not after you told the secret that I told you not to ever reveal." And I don't know why people do that. When they fall out of friendship or relationship with someone, they feel as though they got to reveal their secrets. Don't do that, guys, because you don't know when you're going to have to back it up, and be friends with that person again. And then you would have ruined whatever chance you have with that person of being a friend with them ever again. So if somebody tells you a secret, don't feel as though you got to reveal it because you and that person fell out. Still maintain that secret.
That's a good rule of thumb. So Goomba lost a friend because he told Jaguar something that this woman revealed to him in secret. And Jaguar, we know Jaguar, she's gonna listen. All is fair in love and war, okay? When you're warring with somebody, especially an ex-girlfriend, you pulling out all stops, honey. You not thinking about, oh, maybe I shouldn't reveal this. Oh no, you tell it. Even if you gotta make stuff up, But this happened to be true because the woman was so mad she asked Goober to leave. This is what Sean Davy Bay said. So here is what Sean Davy Bay have to say about the situation. It was cut off, but he said Goomba went over to Jaguar's home today. So let's pick up from there.
Over to Jaguar's home today. Well, their home, if you will. And not the house that Jaguars allegedly squatting in, the place that they were living in prior, which they still reside, right? So with that being said about, that Goomba goes over to retrieve some of his items. He was not going there to be with her. Okay? He's not,
He was not going there for a reconciliation.
So while he was there, he ended up speaking to Jag on the phone. And I heard him in the background say, so Goomba, I hear him in the background because I'm on the phone with Lagina, and I hear Goomba in the background.
So Sean did say in a previous video that he checks in daily and just to see how Lagina is doing. And of course, now that Jaguar is locked up,
she said, no,
and Goober is not there, he feels, I guess, a sense of responsibility
so then Goober
for both of these young people.
And why I laugh
because he's got children of his own.
Jag said to Goomba,
and especially the way Regina got there, and she was kind of exploited by Jaguar for content. So he feels kind of guilty because he was part of getting the information from her in terms of R. Kelly and Aaliyah being her father. He said he was not instrumental in getting her to Dallas, getting her to Texas, but they were going to interview her, which he did, interview her, and then he was going to leave it right there. But then Jaguar took it a tad bit further by inviting her to Dallas to come stay with her. And so he feels kind of guilty about that, the way it went down. So now he has taken it upon himself to check in on her daily. And no doubt he's probably sending some money her way just for her to buy her little things because she's not working. But she is receiving that government check monthly. So I don't know if he's giving her money. This is all alleged, but he's got to be very careful because this is a person who makes stories up. And she can make a story up on him because she's got that schizophrenia. This is what I mean, YouTubers. Some YouTubers get too involved in the stories that they become the story. Let's move on.
You mean welcome back home? And then Goomba says, no, this ain't no welcome back home. He said, no, I'm just coming to get my stuff. So I'm just like, oh, okay. She literally said, welcome back home. I said, Jack. So she walks up to Goomba and said, Sean's on the phone. He wants to speak to you. He said, Sean got my phone number. But he was like, Sean got my number. So, he don't want nothing to do with Lagina. So Lagina, girl, I don't know why you in the doghouse with Goomba. Now, allegedly, I'm not even going to say allegedly. I'm going to just say it because this is what happened because I ended up talking to Goomba after he left, right? Because I wanted him to elaborate on what I was eavesdropping on. I was like, no, I was ear-hustling like him, and I heard some stuff, and I need you to tell me what that word. So, Goomba told, because I was like, okay, so you ain't at the girl house no more? Like, what that word? What that word? So allegedly, stop saying allegedly because it's true. He said that after Jaguar was on the official King Payne show, and that lady had went up there, Jaguar had divulged some information about her childhood trauma. I guess something that happened between her and a father. I don't know if it's a father figure or father. I don't know. But I guess it like deeply affected her, and affected her so much because she didn't know, just like Jaguar said on the official campaign, that she had no idea that Goomba had told her all of that stuff. So Jaguar, like, you have no idea, Barbara, that my husband told me all this about you, like a girl. So I guess that hurt her. I guess she was really hurt by the information that Jaguar had put on display. Hurt enough to where she told him that she didn't want him to stay there anymore.
So now that Jaguar is locked up, Jaguar's cousin have his own channel, YouTube channel. So he invited Goober on his channel to discuss what's going on with Jaguar. And he sided with Gerald. And a lot of people were saying, you're supposed to side with family. You don't go against family. But we saw the antics, what she was doing. And I would not say you side with family every time. I would say you side with the truth. That's what I would say. If your family is wrong, you got to call them out. That's a wrong thing I think people say. You got to side with family. What if they're dead wrong? You're going to side with them? You got to pick your battles, and you stand on the side of the truth, always. In any event, this is what he had to say. I'm telling you, everybody was throwing a little 2 cents in today. This is what he had to say. Let's take a listen.
Down it. I'm kind of glad too, because I'd have been fucking pissed the fuck off with Jack. Oh, I'm cussing. Let me stop cussing. No, I'd have been pissed. You can do whatever the hell you want to on my channel. I don't do no. Oh. Yeah, but I would have been pissed off with Jag like crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the disrespectful shit, you know what I'm saying? In front of everybody and around everybody, the belittlements and, you know, just all that shit. But, and that's crazy because, you know, I was on my way. She was like, yeah, come on, move down the dollars with us. We gonna jump on with the Philadelphia thing, this and this and that. This is what I want you to do. I need you to run this and this. I just hate this for her, but I know that she needs the help that she needs to get. And yeah, I called some people and put it in their life because I was afraid of what the police would do to her in the jail cell instead of being, you know, placed where she could be monitored and have a medication. No, listen, I get it. Because when I called you, you said, cuz I called, the judge put in the order and this and that. But then I seen your joint and you was like, you didn't go along with it.
I hope you guys heard the audio footage properly. But what Goomba basically was saying was that he changed his mind. And when he checked the order, it had expired because he said he hated to do that to her. He said it was expired. No, a lot of people don't believe that. They believe Goomba told her that it was expired to throw her off guard for her to be sitting, you know, not on the road running. But how can that be? If you think about it, she walked herself into the police station. So all these people who are saying, oh, he's the one who made her get arrested. No, she made herself get arrested. Warrants cannot be lifted. Once a warrant is out, it's out. You'd have to go to court and shoot down whatever the charges are. But once the warrant is out, it's out. So Goomba didn't have any control over whether the warrant was going to be rescinded. So the question here to Google was, once a warrant have been issued, what is the procedure? An answer given is yes, if a defendant or person named in the warrant has not been brought into custody, then the warrant is outstanding. It remains so until the defendant has been arrested and is in custody. Or The issuing judge or court recalls or lifts the warrant. So when Jaguar thought that she was free and clear, in fact, the warrant was not lifted. So that is why she was arrested, because she went into the police station to receive her hunting knife, and I believe she said her cell phone. And so she got arrested. Then she went to retrieve those items. And she said she spoke with, who was it? The chief of police. And he said, no, everything is okay. You can come in. But she was lured to come into the station. They had all intentions of arresting her, and she made it easy. They didn't have to go looking anymore. You just have to go to court and prove your case. As far as I know, I could be wrong. But so Goomba, it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. A lot of people were saying, oh, he's a husband, he should get some help for her. When he did put out an order, I think they call it a white warrant or something like that. He did obtain it. Then people are saying, oh, he shouldn't have done that. She needed help. Was I looking at something different? If you guys were looking at the same thing I was looking at, then you have to come to that conclusion. This woman was in desperate need of help, because if she didn't get the help, she would be unalived. Somebody would have done her in, or the cops would have done her in. But there's no way she could have kept that up and still lived to see 2024. No way. So it's good that she is where she is. She needs to be there. Of course, when she phoned into Tokyo Tony, she was telling her that she's tired of the medications and she's tired of being handcuffed. For her to be handcuffed, that tells me she's acting out. If you're going to act a fool and cuss and scream and threaten people, they're going to handcuff you. She's lucky they didn't put her in a straight jacket and a padded wall. 4 padded walls and a straight jacket. Because the way she acts, that's what they're going to do to her in there. Anyway, guys, that is all for tonight. I'm going to bed. I'm going to have a nice rest because I'm dead tired. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think about the video. We touch on some things in the video. You know, a couple of things like the cousin. The cousin is now talking about Jaguar. And a lot of people feel as though family shouldn't talk about family. But I say you talk the truth. You speak the truth. What else did we touch on? We touch on the fact that Goomba went back to the house to get his stuff. And the woman that he was living with, his ex-girlfriend, threw him out. She asked him, well, I can't say threw out. He was asked to leave because she didn't like the fact that he revealed a very, very big secret that she told him about her father or stepfather. When Goomba went back to the house, he took his computer because initially he said he was going to leave the computer, although he bought it with his own money. He did not want to deal with Jaguar. Also, what was mentioned in this video is Jaguar thought that Goomba going back to the house had come back to her. So she told him, welcome back, welcome home. And he said, no, sister girl, it ain't that kind of party. So back up. I ain't coming back to you. Not now, not ever. I'm paraphrasing. Okay? What else was mentioned in this video? A couple of other things that were mentioned. Lagina seems to be okay. Everybody is wondering when is she gonna leave, because it looks like if she is there permanent now, she's there to stay, like if she's family. And then of course Sam is okay. He's gonna be okay because he's with his grandmother. Push come to shove, his father can always take him back, or he can go live with the other grandmother. And I think a couple of other things I mentioned in the video, but my mind isn't working right now because I'm so tired. Anyway, guys, drop your comments. I'm over and out. don't forget to hit those buttons. Listen, let me tell you all something. See, I'm waking up right now. This is my house. All right? When you go to anybody's house, what do? You hit that bell. To come into the house, you got to hit the bell or the buzzer, right? So when you come in on my YouTube channel, you got to press that bell, right? You got to give me that respect. You press the bell, that's telling me you support my channel. If you're going to look at my video, at least it doesn't cost a thing, I promise you, to hit that bell, telling me you support my channel by watching my videos. You're not going to like every single video, but at least the ones that you do like, hit the bell. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.